Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we are checking out a new model from CJRB. Now, what's cool about this new model is that it's using a new locking system. At least, I don't remember them ever using it. Maybe they have, but it's new to me. So it is a hybrid between a crossbar lock and a shark lock, or the SMOKY lock. It's very similar to kind of a hybrid between the two. It really reminds me of the Microtech MSI's lock. I think they call it the rock lock or something like that. I forget what they call it, but it's very similar to that. So let's take a closer look at it. This is, by the way, the CJRB bolt. So we have the bolt in two different colors here, the orange and black, and obviously the green. Now, it has thumb stud deployment, but you can also use the lock to deploy it. Similar to just like a regular crossbar lock. Now, regular crossbar lock would be, this would be a bar that stretches from here all the way over to here. But here, in this case, we have basically a bar or a piece of steel that has a bar going through it, making it basically like a solid piece of steel that's pulled up by omega springs. So this, in this case, it has omega springs. So that would be the difference from the MSI. And it has, and also from the SMOKY lock too. So it's using the omega springs to pull this up. These are very strong omega springs, mind you, which makes it where this whole thing pops up into the lockup. So you can use this part just like a SMOKY lock or a shark lock, or you can use it like a crossbar lock. And I will say this, they did a great job with the jimping on this. It does work. It's very grippy. It's comfortable to disengage. It's comfortable to even flip. And the thumb studs also work equally as well. It is a slim, somewhat slim knife, definitely up in here. So this is kind of slim and it thickens up right there, which I always like to see. Jimping is really cool. AURORA PM9 steel, which is their proprietary steel. We have a clip point, a straight clip point blade with a very thin grind. Very, very slicey. Great plunge grind. Look at that. I know this is more of a finger choil, but hey, I love seeing clearance from the end of the plunge grind to the edge. We have a lot of life we can remove from that before ever hitting the plunge. We'll never hit the plunge for that matter. As far as where it hits in the stop pin area, it's hitting up here somewhere. So that's why they had to open this up so much, is to make sure that it can hit that. So it's not hitting behind the edge. It's hitting back in here, which is good. That's what we want to see, because that means that we're not going to have a knife only for one sharpening and then it's going to die on us. We don't want that. So this one's going to be a long-lasting knife. Very thin blade. I like this thing quite a bit. The lockup is rock solid. Bank vault solid. We're going to do a couple spine whacks on it, as we need to make sure, right? We got to make sure. So let's give it some smacks. We got to give it a little hard ones too, because this is supposed to be a strong lock. Wow, man, I was really hitting that thing. Didn't even stick. Didn't even stick. Really nice. So very happy with this lock. Deep carry clip that's inset with flat. No, it's not inset. Sorry. Deep carry clip, not inset, but it does have flat screws and it is reversible, which is good because this is an ambidextrous knife. So you could use it right and left-handed. It's going to work equally the same for both. Liners are inset on the inside, so they are not exposed. It does have milling on the inside to bring down the weight, which is really nice. And then it has this nice texturing on it that does lead to a very grippy texture on the G10. This is cool. I like it, man. And I like the locking system. I think this is a good idea. I think it's a nice little hybrid between, you know, a SMOKY, a shark, and a crossbar. So very cool. You know, I don't want to say too much more, you know, because I think I pretty much said everything. I don't want to beat a dead horse. TA hardware all the way around except for the clip, which, you know, I'll take that over not. I like to see T8s over T6s, but all in all, it is very cool. I don't really have many negatives. Yeah, great job. There's not too much to really scrutinize here. It's perfectly centered, no play any directions. It's nice and slicey. The actuator's very grippy, which I always love to see. The knife has texturing in all the right spots. It's a great size. This could be a great work knife for somebody. This is a great work knife. I would love to see this like in a Wharncliffe and maybe a low tip drop point blade, or maybe even a low tip spear point or harpoon blade. That'd be really cool. This is already a great blade shape. This is going to be probably the most universal blade shape for them to use right off the bat. But there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time. Peace.